Okay, so this is the third jet tutorial. In this we will cover about switches and scissor. Let's get to the switches first. So what is switching? It is a technique basically where you switch it to in the middle of a dogfight. Now the main question is when to switch. The right time to switch correctly is when you hear that large swoosh. But you can also switch when you are on the top or the bottom of your loop. But that's risky and will require perfect speed control to pull it off. And never switch in front of enemy or double switch because you will die doing it. Now the most important question is where to switch. Well, it will come to you with experience, but for starters, you want to switch towards the enemy and avoid switching away from the enemy. If you want to switch away from the enemy, I suggest using ECM at that point so that he doesn't see your move. Now the last thing is don't switch too much, because if you switch too much it will destroy your speed control. You cannot maintain your speed while switching regularly like a crazy man. And also you don't have to change your loop drastically. A little change in your loop can do wonders. And I say this again, don't switch in front of enemy. Gain some distance, get your speed control, then switch. Now the final thing is don't panic switch ever. Only thing you're gonna do is get yourself killed by it. Here's the clip about switching so that you can understand it better. So as you can see, I was able to get some angles on it. Now let's talk about scissors. It's the most effective defense technique in dogfight out there. You will need to master two techniques first before you get into scissors. First is speed control and second is how to read radar properly. To start a scissor you have to do a barrel roll and then add a bit of spin to it with the yaw. Like if you are doing the barrel roll to the left, then use the left yaw, and if you are using the right side, then use the right yaw. The most difficult and important thing while doing scissor is the speed control. Speed control near 313 is very important if you want to pull it off properly. Now watch the video to understand it properly. So now you have a little idea how to perform a scissor. Let's see this in an actual fight. Where to perform the next scissor roll completely depends upon the enemy. If you see the enemy going to the right side, then you turn to the left side, and if the enemy goes to the left side, you turn to the right side. This basically confuses the enemy and he will end up being in front of you. Let's take a close look at radar, how it looks there. Okay guys, now you know the two most effective techniques of dogfight. These two techniques are most powerful when used in combination. If you have any further questions, please let me know and enjoy the game.